Hi everyone, it's Nisha. So today I am going to demo and give you my opinion on the Catrice True Skin Hydrating Foundation. I know I put in a title that it is $11 and £8. The prices are a bit different, so I put sort of average price because I found this, especially here in the UK, I found it between £7 and £13, so it depends where you buy it. I will try to find the cheapest one and I will link it in a description box. I got mine on Amazon, but I don't think Amazon was the cheapest. It is a glass bottle, but with a plastic pump, which gets pretty filthy. The most annoying thing is I was looking for about 5 minutes where is the color of my foundation, and I couldn't find it. But where it is, it's on a barcode sticker, which is not very good because once you've opened that foundation, you break the sticker, and while you're using it, it probably will come off. But mine is in 040 Natural Hazel, not natural, neutral Hazel. So this foundation is supposed to be very hydrating with hyaluronic acid, with watermelon seed oil. It is medium buildable coverage. It's supposed to last all day, and it is vegan and cruelty free. So we will try this. Well, I've worn it for a couple of times now, so I know more or less what I think about it. I do like it, but like I always say, whenever I buy a foundation, I don't really look throughout the day and scrutinize it. So this will give me opportunity as well to see what I really think about this foundation. So let's go to the demo now. I really like this color, but I do think it is a bit too light for me. It is a bit too light for me when I'm fake tanning. So I would have to get a bit darker color to maybe mix it. But I like the undertone of it. It is neutral, so it's not too yellow, but it definitely doesn't have any cool undertones in it, pink, so that's good for me. So this is just a rough one layer. We will see in a minute how it builds up. By the way, I've applied this foundation before with a brush, with my Oval 7, and it applies equally well with the brush. So whatever you choose, it applies fine. So this is first layer. So you can see that it's a light medium coverage. So let's build it up. It builds up really nicely. It's not looking cakey. I'm not putting much more on my forehead because the forehead is a bit wrinkly, and my forehead actually has the most texture. Okay, it looks so nice, it looks so natural. I don't know if to you this is full coverage. To me, that's full coverage for my liking. I don't need it to be more covering than this. Feels really light, looks really good. Okay, let's do concealer. I'm using Jeffree Star, I think is C9. Is it C9? I'm going to set under my eyes with the Delilah translucent powder. And as always, I don't set my foundation with a translucent powder. I set it off. I set it with a mineral powder foundation, and right now I'm using Lily Lolo in Cookie. So please take into consideration that that foundation might look different if you set it with a normal setting powder. I've told you before, I prefer to do it with mineral powder foundation. One, because it's not as flat looking. I feel the mineral powder has a bit of a glow to it. And two, I can always darken my foundation. So if my foundation is too light, if I use a bit darker mineral powder, then I can change the color a bit. And I feel like it gives me a bit more coverage as well, the powder. So altogether, it works really well. And that's how I try all my foundations, because that's how I wear them. So okay, so that's the foundation finished. I think it looks really nice. I have worn this foundation 2 or 3 times now, and I am very happy with the way it looks. I wouldn't say it settles anywhere, but that obviously depends how textured your skin is. I don't have much texture. The most texture I have is on my forehead. I have a bit bigger pores on my forehead, wrinkles, and I've got maybe a few pores here, but other than that I don't have too much texture, so my foundation doesn't sit in those awkward places. Okay, I'm going to go and put the rest of my makeup on, and I will be back. Okay, my lovelies, so I finished my makeup. On my eyes, I have the Charlotte Tilbury Charlotte Darling palette, and on my lips, Charlotte Tilbury's Coachella Coral lipstick. But yeah, I really like the way the foundation looks. So what I will do, I will come back later and we will see how it wears, because I've noticed lately with my foundations, it could be the weather because it's hotter, I become very, very shiny on my forehead, my chin and round here. So that's quite normal for me. That's my slightly oily T-zone, but depending on the time of the year, I get more or less oily in those places. So we will see how this one holds up. Okay, my lovelies, so it's 5 o'clock, which means it has been 7 hours, and this is what the foundation looks like. Let me have a look. Okay, so it hasn't broken up anywhere, it hasn't come off anywhere, but like I said, I've gone a bit shiny on my forehead, just here and on my chin. But this is pretty normal for me with any foundation. I don't ever use foundations for oily skins, you know, because they usually would look too heavy, I feel, and cakey, because the rest of my skin is just normal. It's not oily. What I usually do if I need this to look fresher and not so oily, I would just blot with a tissue or those, you know, blotting papers, and then lightly just powder over it. Don't powder it straight over that oily bit, because then when the powder mixes with the oil, it can look quite cakey. So blot it first and then powder it. If some of it comes off, just dab tiny bit of foundation over it. But to me, this is fine. I just look a bit more dewy. So here it is close up. Can you see it hasn't come off here? It hasn't come off my chin. It's just a bit shiny. My lipstick's come off a bit though. So all in all, really lovely foundation, and so inexpensive. I find the foundations these days are so good, the technology is so good, that I have so many, well, three drugstore foundations that I really like. This being the third one. I still love the L'Oreal True Match, and I've also reviewed the Morphe one, which is very good as well. So yeah, very nice foundation. I'm quite happy to keep it and keep on using it. Okay, my lovelies, let me know if you've got this foundation, if you like it, or if you're thinking of buying it. But that's all for me. Thank you so much for watching, and stay fabulous. Bye.